Welcome back to Against the Call. Today we have a special episode with RBJ, one of the bigger UCF influencers of our time right now. RBJ, what is going on, man?
Nah, man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. I'm happy to be on this call with you guys, man.
Yeah, of
I'm happy to be
course.
here, bro.
Glad to have you. Yeah, man. So let's just start it off right off the bat, man. Like the Twitter, like you on Twitter, like that's a big thing, especially for UCF fans. Like if you're interested in finding out what's going on with UCF, follow this guy on Twitter. Links will be in the description. Don't worry about it. But this guy keeps you up to date with everything that you need to know, good or bad, for sure. But just tell us about some of your tweets last night. Or was it? No, it's 2 nights with the UCF basketball game, man. Walk.
Oh my God, the UCF basketball game. It's just here's the thing, right? So everybody in the fan base, well, I'm speaking for myself right now. I can't just like speak for the whole entire fan base, you know what I'm saying? But speaking for myself, it's just like when it comes to like UCF basketball, I don't really go into it with like major expectations the same way I go into football, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was just going into it like, let's see what happens. Whatever happens, happens. But like at the same time, we're playing USF, so it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, it's USF. Like at least put up a fight. You know, I want to like, of course, it's USF, bro. You want to win this game. Like you can't just. I can't say it's just the fact of just losing to USF in any type of sport just makes you want to throw up, right?
I
It just
know.
makes you throw up. It's disgusting.
Now, would you
So
agree
I
that
was
they
just like,
got?
I tweeted out something that was like, oh, I deleted it though, because like I delete a lot of tweets. I just be saying stuff. I just be throwing stuff out just because willy nilly, and I just be like, bro, if we lose to these sack of shits, and I was like, I will be damned,
Should have
and
kept that
I
up.
deleted it. Because bro, the coaches that be seeing my tweets, bro. I gotta stay on their good side. You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah. And then we go inside, I'm just chilling, I'm chilling. And then USF team comes out, everybody's like booing and all that other stuff. One thing people don't know that I'm excited for going into the Big 12 is like our basketball environment is kind of underrated. Like the way our student section works is like of course the basketball team, people are like complaining like, oh, the student section is like dead. Well, the thing about the student section is just like the basketball team kind of has to give us a reason to cheer for it. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna like cheer like willy nilly when like nothing's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when like the basketball team is starting to get that energy flowing and like they get on a run, the arena is like ecstatic. You know what I'm
True.
saying?
And then whenever
So
Horton hits like a crazy three, we're ready for those t-shirts.
right, we're ready for those t-shirts, and it's just like I talked to them about those t-shirts. I talked to them
Yeah.
about those t-shirts. I'm just like they were like throwing it to them. It's just like it's alumni. We get like the free stuff at the oh, first 500 students, you get a free button-up shirt. Da 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 da. But it's just like, bro, I want a shirt too. It's just like we exist too, man. Like, what's the deal?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You know what makes
But
me
yeah,
mad too is whenever they'll throw the t-shirts. I remember this specifically whenever I went to the Houston game. They throw the t-shirts to the Houston fans, and I'm like, dude, they're just gonna go home and throw that
they're
away.
gonna sell it on eBay and like charge like $100 for that shit. Like,
And if we would have beat them that night, probably would have burned that shirt, honestly.
oh man,
I
I
it's
told my friends, I'm like, if we end up beating Houston, we're storming the court, and I'm leading the charge. But I was just,
I was ready, and it was at halftime. It was looking possible. It really
it was,
was.
it was looking sweet. It was looking sweet. It was looking
But
sweet.
in classic UCF basketball fashion, it just. I mean, I think you got to agree. Like rebounding is one of the hardest things to watch. Like,
Rebounding, yeah, rebounding is like one of our biggest issues.
yeah. Now,
So
don't get me wrong. I love all the players on our team. Like we got some dogs. We got some guys that like respect the team, respect the school. I love to see it. But I mean, what are your thoughts with the Johnny Dawkins situation here?
ooh, we're getting spicy, huh?
Yeah,
Okay, all
yeah.
right.
I want to hear
So
what you got to say.
how do I say this? How do I say this?
The
In the
coaches are
most
listening.
respectful, in the most respectful way possible. It's like my thing with Johnny is like I think he's a good guy. Don't get me wrong. Like I think he's a good guy and everything, but it's just like one thing that just like aggravates me about Johnny Dawkins is just like the way he just like stands on the sidelines and it's just
Mm, it's fair.
like the entire game. It's like, can you like like show some like emotion. Like if we're losing but you're showing emotion, I can deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but when we're like losing and you're just
Just straight face the whole time.
like
that or sitting on the bench.
like what's going on, bro?
Yeah.
But I think he's a good dude. I mean, like the way he does it, like I'm not the best person to like talk about basketball like that because like I'm not really like that intellectual that I am in basketball than I am in football. But like I can like from what I'm seeing, it's just like I think like the every game is like the game plan is just like give it to like a certain player and let him dribble, see if he gets a look. If he doesn't get a look, pass it back out to like the three. Like the team lives and dies by the three, and it's just like when the three ball isn't working, it's just we're shit out of luck, and it's just like it's just so frustrating to watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But should we fire Johnny Dawkins? It's hard to fire a coach knowing you're going to transition into a Power 5 collegiate level, right? So it's just like I want to say the fact that like not saying we're like stuck with him, but it's just like I think we're at a crossroads where it's just like it might be not really a lose-lose situation, but it's just like what are you going to do from here? Like it's just like you're at a crossroads. So
I think going forward, like, I mean, since we haven't been able to go to the March Madness since 2019, and beginning of this, and it was looking likely we could make it into March Madness at the very beginning, about 13 games in. But at this point, Johnny Dawkins, like, I like it, like you said, love the guy. I actually love the guy. I'm a big Duke guy too. I love Duke basketball, and Johnny Dawkins is big in Duke culture. But with UCF going forward, say keep him after the transition year, but there has to be changes. And I feel like, you know, with the AD, he's got to make some moves here that transition as well into the Big 12. There's a lot of tweets going on about like, you know, I don't know how it's going to work when we got to play like Kansas next season when we can't even beat USF twice in a season at our home, which they haven't beaten us at our home since 2014.
And that's what's frustrating as well is because like let's keep it a buck here. That USF team is not good.
No.
That USF team is not good. That's what makes it extra frustrating because it's just like you get swept by like one of their like this is like one of the worst USF runs in basketball history, and they got into the Big East because of basketball. So it's just like, dude, it's like that's just so frustrating. You know what I'm saying?
It is, bro.
Is it like, in your opinion, like, is that a fireable offense? Like, it's just,
it could be like at UCF, the culture there with the fans, it definitely could be. I mean, on top of that, they wore their puke green that night too, which makes me mad.
The slime green. They think they're in a Nickelodeon show. It pisses me off.
I live in a house with 2 USF fans, and they would not just like let it go.
Dude, it's the little brother mentality. It's the
that's literally what it is. That's literally what it is. Little brother mentality. We're just like they're in their little slime stuff, and we're just like, okay.
Okay, we'll see you in football, man.
So like,
I don't know anymore.
Not anymore. Hey, not anymore.
How do you feel about the USF UCF like rivalry games like slowing down now because we're in a different
Here's my thoughts on the war on I-4, right? See, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This is just me talking. This is just like I'm not speaking for the fan base here. This is just me talking. Me personally, I hate Cincinnati more than USF. And the reason why I say this is because on my time here at UCF, I've never witnessed UCF football lose to USF in like football, like in anything like of value. You know what I'm saying? So, but I have seen, and also I don't. I'm gonna be okay. I'm about to get real disrespectful. I do not respect USF football at all. I don't respect their program at all. Like, how do I explain? I disrespectfully respect Cincinnati, if you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like Cincinnati actually has like a winning tradition. They have a winning culture. They have conference championships. They've been to New Year's Six bowls. They don't have New Year's Six wins, but they've been to New Year's Six bowls. They've been on the Nationals TV stage. You know what I'm saying? USF has none of that. Like they have none of that. Like they don't have a winning tradition in football. They don't have a winning culture in football. So it's just like, how do you respect that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't really like.
Dude, their good years were in like 2008.
Yeah, exactly. They're so
like their good years were in 2008, 2007. Like, dude, Blockbuster was still in their prime. That's not even relevant. Like, like, come on, bro. But it's just yeah, bro. Like I hate Cincinnati more, but my thoughts on the UCF rivalry is just like I would love to keep playing them, but I think it would have to be like it's going to be like a scheduling issue. I think the way it's going to work, if they did do it going into the Big 12, it's just like it's probably going to have to be like a BYU Utah type deal. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to play each other at like the beginning of the year, and like you know what I'm saying? Like they're in different conferences, so it's just like the hate is there. It's just like I feel like both ADs do want to play each other from what I'm hearing, from what the reports I'm hearing. Both ADs do want to play each other. The coaches do want to play each other. I mean, freaking coach Mr. Gummouth himself, that's like, you know, in press conferences, freaking wants to keep playing us. He's like, you know, and I'm just like, okay. I'm not scared of USF at all. I would love to keep playing them. I want the rivalry to continue. And like my dream scenario is like if they do, not saying if they do, because I have no clue if they're gonna do it. If they do get an on-campus stadium, I want the first game on their on-campus stadium to be UCF versus USF. You know how lit that would be?
Oh,
That would be
yeah.
big. That would be.
I would go to that game. I will go to that.
I'm tired of going to the Buck Stadium to watch it.
Right? It's nice, but it's just like for USF football.
Like no one goes to it too. It's like so empty.
Yeah, they're like 15 students. They get crazy, bro.
Unless
Like,
it was against UCF. Their last year at UCF.
well, it's always a home game for UCF.
I got a story for you guys, right?
Perfect.
So during the war on I-4 this past year, right? So we go up 28-0, right? Oh, so we're just like, me and my friends, we're like, oh, do you want to go to the USF student section and just talk a bunch of shit? And we're just like, yeah. So it's 28-0. We go to there, and then as soon as we get there, that's when I think his name's Byron Brown. They tried to do like the backward pass, and then like the running back gets smacked by Devontae Brown. And then we get the fumble recovery, and we're just like, ooh, yeah, we're just talking big shit. And then it's just like, we get there, and it's just like, you could just see the look on their face. Like, they just look so defeated. Like, they just look so defeated. Like, it was like over by halftime. So we're just enjoying it. We're like throwing jabs here and there. We're just like, bro, come on, dude. Like, fight back. Fight back. And so after that, they come back in halftime. We score a field goal, and then they go right back down. They score a touchdown. We look at our friends. We're like, okay, like, you know, it is what it is. You know, no big deal. It's just a touchdown. We were just like, oh, okay, we'll spot you 7 points. We'll spot you 7 points. We'll spot you 7 points. And then I think we fumbled. And then I looked at my friends. I watched way too much football. And I was like, I know what the hell is about to happen. We need to go. I know exactly what's about to happen. We need to go. And then later down the line, it was when they came back. It was right after the Kobe Hudson touchdown. It was 37-29, and then they scored again. They got the ball back, and then they got the lead. And I tell this, my friends can attest to this. When they got the lead on us, I literally threw up because it was just like the thought of just losing to USF in football just made me sick to my stomach. It made me so sick to my stomach that I literally threw up. And also, I was really freaking nervous. Like my anxiety was like through the freaking roof.
Especially after talking all the shit.
Yo, dude, I was talking big shit last night until the night before. I was talking big shit to all the like USF Twitter the night before. Like, here's the thing. I'm not even trying to like sound like a little like narcissist or whatever, but it's just like, dude, I'm public enemy number 1 on USF Twitter. Like, they hate me. They freaking hate me. But yeah, bro, I was talking big shit on Twitter. I was just like, yeah, y'all won't even like. I told him exactly what was gonna happen because we held the space, and I was like, I told him exactly what happened. We were like, we're gonna score on the first 2 possessions, and if we stop you on your first 2 possessions, you might as well just leave the game. And that happened, and then they ended up coming back, and then it's just like, oh. But that final drive, when I tell you I was on the edge of my seat, I was just like, when Javon Baker caught that pass, I was like, no way. And then Alec Holler, when I tell you, bro, that catch, I'm be real with you, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know if he caught it. And then they called, I don't know if you guys were at the game, but when the ref was about to make the announcement that he made the catch, you could hear a pin drop in the stadium. That's how silent it got.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude, no, I was watching from home for that one.
Dude, it got like dead silent when they were making the announcement. And then once they announced it, like the call stood, the entire UCF side just went crazy.
That was awesome.
And I was just like, I breathed like the biggest sigh of relief. It was the biggest sigh of relief. But I was still on edge because like our defense couldn't stop a nosebleed in the second half.
Yeah, I know. It was.
And then the excuses came of USF fans.
I was just like, you know what? And then I was just like, I looked at it, I was like, you know what? You know when you're playing Madden and you're like, you know what? You're playing Madden, you're just like, you know what? You let your little brother catch up. Let your little brother catch up. You know what I'm saying? You take it easy, and then you're just like, oh, hold on, this is getting a little too close. You gotta lean up on the seat a little bit. That's what I thought. Literally, what happened. But yeah, bro, that game was. I'm gonna remember that for the rest of my life.
I bet.
That's crazy.
No, like that's just one of those crazy UCF experiences you've got to be there for, which is awesome. What would be like another big UCF game that you got to be a part of? Any sport.
Any sport. Okay. Yeah. So my first game, like in the bounce house, right, as a student, was UCF Boise State, the rain delay game. And
that was like how long ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah. That was last year. That was last year.
Oh, last year?
Oh, yeah, like the year before 2022. So the rain delay game, right? So we go down 24-7, no, 21-0 in the first quarter. I was like, so this is like my first UCF game. I'm like, bro, we suck. What the hell is this? I was like, bro, we suck. What the hell is this? And then I think they do a drive. Like, we get a drive down right before the half ends, and we get 24-7, 24-7. And then literally the first drive right after that, 24-14, 21-17, 28-20, 28-24. And I'm just like, oh, wow. Wait, we're actually kind of nice. We're actually kind of nice. And then, like, the atmosphere was crazy. Because, like, you know, you've heard of the bounce. I've heard of, like, the bounce house, but I've never been, like, actually been. I've seen it on TV. Like, I've always liked UCF. I've never had beef with UCF at all. Like, growing up in this area, so, like, I'm from Apopka. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Growing up in the area, I've always liked UCF. So just like going to the bounce house for the first time and actually experiencing was like something else. And it made me fall in love with the university. Like my first week on campus, I fell in love with the school so fast. Like I fell in love with the school so fast. Yeah. And like that game helped it tremendously. So I'm like, that game was an experience, just like bouncing up and down, like the stadium shaking, all that other stuff, actually experiencing all of that, interacting with the players, the fans. Dude, I got a taste of how rowdy our fan base is, and I soaked it all in. I was just like appreciating how toxic our student section is. I love how toxic our student section is. If you're in the student section, keep that shit up.
Yeah, for real.
I don't care what they say. Keep that shit up. But
it's funny too when they bring the flag up for us to like hold.
Yeah, man.
Everybody gets so mad. They're like, "Bro, push it down."
Push it down. No, I understand that because like I want to interact with the flag, but at the same time, bro, I'm trying to see kickoff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to see kickoff. But yeah, man. That game made me fall in love with UCF, like so much.
Yeah. Like outside of that, what are other factors that made you go to UCF?
Just the draw of just living where the world vacations, you know what I'm saying? Like it's Orlando. Now, like, I'm gonna give y'all like inside story. My two options for college was FSU and UCF, and I got into both schools. So, like I was really leaning towards FSU at one point because I grew up a Seminole fan. Like I grew up an FSU fan. So, I was really leaning towards it, but it's just like, bro, what else is there to do in Tallahassee besides get drunk and party and FSU like frat parties and like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, outside of that, it's just like, what else does Tallahassee have to offer? You just look at UCF. You have the campus itself. You can go to Lib. You can go to Pub. You can go to Bounce. Oh, I miss Pub so much.
The nostalgia.
All the memories just start coming back. Yeah, man. Dude, it's just like the draw of just like living in Orlando, just like all like downtown being right there, International Drive. And it's just like, it's not Orlando just does not have Disney World. There's other stuff than Disney World. Disney World's not even in Orlando. It's in Kissimmee. It's in Kissimmee. But, yeah, bro, I had a Universal annual pass at the time, so I was just like on the weekends I would go to Universal, City Walk, hang out with my friends, hit downtown, International Drive, eateries, all that other stuff, go shopping. Like, there's so much stuff to do outside of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. UCF. And even then, if you just stay in like the area of UCF, there's still stuff to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know
exactly. Like UCF is almost like its own like town, really.
Yeah, exactly. And just like one thing that I like about UCF that is like it has the draw of the city of Orlando, but at the same time, if you actually like been to UCF and like the area that it's located, it literally feels like a college town. Like it really does. It really does. Like the city of like Vito, it really feels like a college town.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I chose UCF over FSU, and I don't regret it to this day.
I don't blame you.
No.
Oh yeah. Also, like FSU was like, well, they're good now, but it's just like FSU was like in the gutter. I was
4 or 5 wins,
gutter, bro.
Really getting 6 at that time. Yeah, I know they sucked.
Just Tallahassee in general.
Yeah, Tallahassee. For sure. But with that, I mean, you made the right choice, obviously. So how did you kind of get your start, like with the Twitter, getting to meet people? Like, what was the come up for you in the UCF world, being like the UCF influencer I was calling you earlier?
The personality.
Yeah.
You want me to be honest with you?
Yeah.
I don't even remember. It just happened.
It just happened.
I don't even remember. It just happened for real. Like,
he was just
nah, I didn't wake up. Like, what I did was like, all right, I'm gonna put you on a little secret sauce. I'm gonna put you on a little secret sauce.
Let's listen up.
Here's what I did. Literally, what I did was I just said whatever the fan base was thinking. Like whatever like the main consensus of the fan base was thinking, I just said that. And then the people were I sprinkled a little memes in there, a little comedy, you know what I'm saying? And then what really made me blow up, I'm gonna see if I can find it on my phone and I can show you. All but right. What really made me blow up was like I did this after we beat Florida in the Gasparilla Bowl. That game was really fun.
Yeah, I was there for that, actually.
I was there for that. That game was really fun. But yeah, what really made me blow up, see, here we go. So what really made me blow up is like I made this post right here. I planted the UCF flag on USF's entrance. That's what really made me blow up.
That's smart though. That's smart.
I put the UCF flag over USF's like their main entrance to their campus. I put it over that, and then like that's what really made me blow up. People were like, "This kid is ridiculous," and I was just like, "Yeah, we own Tampa." Like,
yeah, no, for sure.
I was
in Florida at that point.
Campus hometown team too, and then I did it again this past year. Hold on. I did it again this past year, but this time I'm on their statue.
Oh. That's perfect.
But yeah, that's what that flag planting thing really made me blow up. And then I also made a joke about Dylan Gabriel transferring, and that also made me blow up. I was like, because like remember when he went to UCLA, and then he went to Oklahoma. I was like, I think I said something like, "Oh, the reason why he left UCLA is because he saw Tulsa on the schedule."
Makes sense.
But yeah, just a little joke like that. But don't hurt me, Dylan. I'm just joking, bro. It's all jokes. But I was yeah, that's literally how I blew up. And then just like doing like different things, like different content ideas, just like meeting different people, hosting spaces, just meeting different coaches, different players, like interacting with players and all that other stuff. It's just like I did all of this just so I can enhance my college experience here. That's literally all. Yeah. That's literally what I do it for. It's literally just a hobby. Like I don't really want to like profit off of anything. Like I'm not really doing this to like profit or anything. I'm just doing this because like I love doing it and it's the way I can express my love for this school. So that's literally what I do it for. Beautiful. So
yeah,
I'm glad. Like, I mean, having a following that I have, it comes with its consequences, but it's like.
Now, has anybody like recognized you walking around campus at all?
Dude, like So I work at the Chick-fil-A on next to the RWC, and I've had so many people tell me like, "Are you that RBJ dude on Twitter?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's." And they were like, "There's people like, oh,
no.
I love your content." I'm just like, "Yeah." So it's just like, damn. Like first it was like the alumni knew who I was, and then now all of a sudden like the students are starting to recognize who I am. So that's really cool.
That is cool.
That's awesome.
So
said,
actually, like one of my professors found my Twitter account. They were like, "Is this you?" Because like, here's what happened, right? I skipped class to go to a UCF game, and then she was like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "Oh,
That's another RBJ, dude.
no." Like, and then she was like, "You know what? I understand. Keep doing it."
Okay.
I was like, "That's cool as hell. That's cool.
That's cool. I don't have to lie."
You still get 0 on attendance though.
Oh no, I still got 0 on attendance.
You said you met a bunch of players. Who's like the coolest player you've met?
Yeah. Meeting the players, just like getting to know the players. Like I don't really be like going to parties with them. Like I'm not like that type with them. It's just like, interacting with them is like really cool. Knowing that like, I can say hi to them, I can say what's up to them, just like getting their perspective, like what's it like playing for UCF, what's it like being on the field, da 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 da. And like I get what they're coming from because I used to because like before I came to UCF, I actually used to play college football myself. So I know what it's like.
Where'd you play at?
I played at Ave Maria. It's like NAI, but like I don't want to talk about that. I needed that place for character development. It did not work out. It did not work out. That was my character development arc. I needed that, but yeah, bro.
That's perfect, dude. The character development arc at NIA school. That's perfect.
Yeah, I needed that. It was a Catholic school. Hated it there. Catholic. Oh, I'm not going to talk about Catholic people. It was Ash Wednesday the other day. It's time. If I talk too much, I'm gonna get canceled because my experience in that school was so. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about
it. The entire time he talks.
No, Catholic people are interesting. Not in a bad way. They're just interesting.
Put that on a t-shirt. All right, what were you gonna say, Mike?
But yeah, out of like, who's like the biggest player you've met though? Like, was like Mackenzie Milton?
The biggest player I met. Oh, dang, that's tough. Cause like, I met Shaquem Griffin. I met Blake Bortles. I met Mackenzie Milton. I've never met Dante Culpepper yet. I want to meet Dante Culpepper.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Person
no, I have met Dante Culpepper. I have. I'm stupid. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have. So it's just like, dang. It's just like it's perspective. Like I would say, for me, because I actually watched him play, Mackenzie Milton. Like in my opinion, he's my GOAT. Like he's my GOAT. Bro.
Yeah.
He's my GOAT. But yeah, I would say him and then Shaquem. It's a toss-up between him and Shaquem because like Shaquem is also one of my favorite UCF players.
Yeah.
Now, how were you able to meet them?
Okay, so I'm about to plug them real quick. I signed up. I actually knew. I don't even remember how I got tickets to the event. Mm-hmm. But it was a Mission Control event. If you heard of Mission Control before.
No, I actually don't know that.
Yeah. Mission Control is like a little like NIL thing. Okay. So it's just like they interact with the players. They set up certain events and everything. So like Mackenzie Milton actually owns Mission Control. So
I didn't know that.
So yeah, he runs Mission Control. So he set up an event with him, and he brought back like the 2017 team, the 2013 team. He brought back Jonte and like just like promote like UCF's move to the Big 12, and they held this event, and they were just like meeting people, like having like all different fans come in, and then it was just like, I met KZ. Well, I actually knew KZ. I'm actually friends with KZ. So met him. Blake. I don't know how the hell he got Blake to come back. Blake is like off the grid. I don't like no social media, bro. I don't know how the hell
bro was bored.
No, he was like, I wonder what side quest Blake Bortles is doing.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Like I met him, and then I met Dante, and then I met the Griffin twins, and then Traquan Smith met him, and it's just like it was just so surreal.
Wow,
like I just like. Cool. it didn't really hit me that I was like in the presence of like these guys until like after the fact. Like I was just like,
UCF legends are there.
yeah, man. Like it didn't hit me until after the fact.
Oh, dang, I met these guys.
Man.
That's awesome, bro.
Yeah, that's like the movies. Yeah.
They were all so. Another thing I wanted to mention, you were in like what's the thing that you do with the space? Because I saw that there was this one thing where you were on a call with like Mackenzie Milton. And I'm pretty sure it was Mackenzie Milton's mom was on it too.
Miss Milton, yeah. Miss Milton kind of has a bone to pick with me now because like I've been like no problems with Miss Milton. Like I love her. She's a great person, you know what I'm saying? Like respect to her and everything. Cause like I understand why. Cause like she was like telling me like you need to watch your mouth when you're on spaces. I'm like, yeah, Miss Milton, I'm sorry. I'm gonna do better next time. I'm gonna do better next time, I promise. But yeah, bro. Shout out to Miss Milton, bro. She's an amazing person. She's always looking out the best people. She's always like looking for the best in people and everything, and I really appreciate that about her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had Mackenzie Milton on, and we were just like not really interviewing him. It wasn't really an interview. So like when we bring in guests, it's not really an interview. We're just like chopping it up. Like we're just having like a conversation, like with homies. You know what I'm saying? And then there was like my favorite part about having Mackenzie Milton on that space was just like he broke down like pre how he like reads the defense pre-snap, and I was just like, as a football junkie, I was just like eating that. I was eating that up. Like I was just like, holy shit! Like this is what he goes through, like pre-snap reads, what he's reading, center protection, the alignment, audibles, like giving the receiver the signals, like and everything. What's the safety doing? If he comes down, I look this way. If he just backs up, I look that way. Like I was just eating that all up. And it was just like me, a football junkie. I knew exactly what he was saying, but then I could just tell everybody else on speaker was like, huh? But I was just like writing down notes. I was like, yeah, keep going. Yeah, man. That was yeah, bro. I love KZ, bro. He's like, he is so down to earth. He's kind of too down to earth sometimes. Like I'm like sometimes I would just want to tell him like, bro, talk your shit. Do you know you like bro, talk your shit sometimes?
You deserve it.
Yeah, come on, you got all the
so humble.
talk in the world.
He's so humble. He's so down to earth. Like he's so accessible. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he loves UCF, bro. Like he loves UCF, and it's just he gives back, and he gives back the same way. So I love KZ, bro.
I love it.
Yeah.
With Miss Milton.
That's what I do with spaces. Like we just host people. We get different recruits. We had John Walker when he first committed. I actually went to his commitment announcement, and then I'm cool with him. You know, we have like different athletes and everything when we host this stuff. But it's for commits only. For all the recruits listening, it's for commits only. You want to get on space night, you got to commit first. So
hey, okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
You want to get your name out there, you gotta commit first. You know what I'm saying?
I like
so
that.
Yeah.
Now, how often do you do the spaces?
We do it every Wednesday at 8 p.m. and then we adjust the schedule depending on there's like an event going on. So like if there's like a basketball game, we would adjust the time. If there's a football game, because like do you remember when like the SMU game was on a Wednesday?
Yeah.
We had to like do it on like the day after. Or no, actually what we did was so what I did this past season, so like after the football game, I would host a space right after the game, unrecorded. It's raw, unfiltered. UCF fans get their like raw thoughts, like you know what I'm saying. It's just like just knee-jerk reactions. All the UCF fans are just like they're just talking off pure emotion, and it's amazing. Like you know, like you guys know how reactionary our fan base is. You know what I'm saying? You know how reactionary our fan base is. So like, man, the Twitter space right after this, I don't know if y'all heard this game. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Dude,
But,
skateboarders at UCF.
Right after the Cincinnati game was my favorite post-game space ever because I made that space off pure emotion. I was still wasted. Like I was wasted at that game. I'm walking back to my dorm. Across campus. I'm like, as soon as I open the space, I start yelling in my microphone, Cincinnati, da, 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 da. I start screaming in my mic, bro, and it's so amazing. I'm so glad I didn't record that space because I probably would have got canceled because I said some out of pocket.
KZ's like blocked you. He's like, Miss Milton doesn't give you cookies anymore, bro.
Nah. Nah, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I do. We would like post game spaces like right after football games. We're gonna do it again this coming season. So look out for that. I'm probably gonna do one right after the spring game too. I'm gonna be at the spring game. I can't wait for that. Me and my friends are gonna be like set up a little event. Not really an event, but we're probably gonna be doing something special.
For sure.
Yeah,
keep us updated, man.
Yeah, bro, for sure. But yeah, that's what we do in spaces. Like every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We usually be like bringing in different guests. Sometimes it's just us, just me, Steven, and Austin. Shout out to Steven and Austin. I wouldn't be able to do those guys. I wouldn't be where I'm at without those guys, bro. Real shit. Like those are my boys. Like wherever they are, I want to take them with me wherever I go. So
Austin's a great guy. You know, we had him on the other day. Super down to earth. Love that guy.
Yeah, it was really cool.
There's two Austins though. There's two Austins.
Oh,
Austin Camden and Austin Hef.
Oh,
about old man Austin. But I love Camden too. I love Camden too. Camden's a wonderful person, bro. Love Camden, bro. Yeah, man. Wouldn't be where I'm at without those guys. And plenty of other people. They know who they are. But yeah, wouldn't be where I'm at without those guys.
Well, I have one last question for you. It was, what are your thoughts on this upcoming schedule for UCF next season?
Yeah.
You want me to be realistic?
Oh yeah. No sugar.
We're going undefeated. What are you talking about? We're going undefeated. Are you serious? Like, come on now. Like, who do we got first game? Kent State? Who the fuck takes Kent State? Boise State? We already beat them last year. Like, I mean, we already beat them 2 years ago. What the hell do they have? Half game out. Knights by 90, bro. You think I'm scared of a team that's in Idaho? Like, I'm supposed to take a team from Idaho serious? Villanova? They're a basketball school. Like, what are you doing? This is the wrong sport, buddy. Get the hell out of here. Knights by 90. Kansas State, take your weed and shove it up your ass. Knights by 90. Baylor, we already beat you. I know you're still salty about 2013. Knights by 90. Don't also, hey, Baylor, don't expect any white girls to be at the game, if you know what I mean. But yeah.
No,
bro. Who else we got? Who else will we pack it up? Who's after Baylor? Shoot, I'm getting a block. Who's after Baylor?
I can't remember who's right after that.
Is it Oklahoma?
Or is it just a...
Hold on, no. I know about her. I swear to God, I know about her. Hold on, let me think.
Time to prove yourself.
Baylor. It's not West Virginia.
Is it Kansas?
It's Kansas.
Yeah,
Kansas.
Yeah.
Basketball
school.
Jayhawk football.
Hey, last year they had 3 straight wins or 4 straight wins.
And then we got West Virginia at home. That's gonna be the craziest tailgate ever. I'm not gonna lie. That's gonna be the craziest tailgate ever. But still, West Virginia, who mountain people, mountain men, like
they also love their cousins there, so we can.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, sir, hello, we don't. This is Orlando. Nah, we don't roll like that. We don't do that here, bro. Nice. What else? West Virginia, Cincinnati.
Go ahead, say it. You can do it. Say space.
We don't lose the fly, bro. We don't lose the flyover states. Knights by 90. Who else? Oklahoma State. Okay, I genuinely think we're gonna beat the shit out of Oklahoma State. Like, I'm not even trolling. I think we're gonna beat the shit out of Oklahoma State.
What makes you say that?
What makes me say that?
Yeah.
It's just they lost a lot. I don't know if you've been like paying attention to them, but they lost a lot. They lost Spencer Sand, like not just their starting quarterback, but they lost like starting receivers, like
and the running back too.
Of the ball, like on the running backs too. Like I don't know. I'm expecting like a great fall off by them. And then we got Texas Tech. Gun to my head, I would not go to Lubbock.
The Red Raiders.
They're gonna get on my ass for this. I already know. But yeah, we're going undefeated. Like what? Yeah, that's because that's what we do. Like,
yeah. You got to comment on that.
Oh, how did I forget OU? How did I forget OU? How did I forget Sock Boy? Damn. I'm actually going to that game.
Really?
Yeah, I'm actually going to that game. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you. The heck? We're beating them. You can take your little L all the way to the SEC. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do that as well before you go there. Like I said, Dylan, Mr. Gabriel, you can't outrun your past, sir.
Oh.
But
Tweets are gonna go crazy.
oh, I know. Comes with the territory. I know what's coming for me. But, yeah. And then after OU, you know, what after Texas Tech, and then we got Houston. I'm not taking Houston serious. I don't take Houston serious.
No.
I'm just spitballing, bro. Of course, I'm just spitballing, bro. But nah, if I'm being like really realistic, I really think that we're gonna be a better team than people think. I genuinely think we're gonna do better than people think. Like, I think there's gonna be one game. Now, my prediction is I genuinely believe we could go undefeated at home this year. I really believe we can go undefeated at home this year. I believe it.
Was seemingly.
But, I think we could probably like steal a couple games on the road. Like, I could see us beating Kansas on the road. I could see us beating who on the road? 2. If we beat OU on the road, I will go crazy. I'm not even gonna.
We all
I
think all you.
will go crazy. But like, I really think like we're gonna be a better team than people think. Like, if we could steal a couple games on the road, I think we can beat Cincinnati on the road. Yeah, like if we could steal a couple of those games, it's gonna be a good season. That's a good season to have in your first year in the Power 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the main goal for me right now, realistically, is just if we make a bowl game, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If we make a bowl game, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Because like it'll be our first year in the Power 5. We still gotta adjust to that level. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta keep stacking recruiting classes. And like our recruiting classes have been like looking good. Like quality over quantity. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we didn't like this past year, we didn't get that many recruits, but the quality of recruit that we got, they're dogs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're dogs.
We got like 2 or 3 4-stars this year, right?
Yeah. John,
really
Andrew, they disrespected Braden Marshall. He needs to get his 4-star back. That was so disrespectful. But they got that. Troy Ford Jr. That's a linebacker. That's a recruit. I don't think enough people are talking about. He's actually free. He's actually really good. Like, he's a good run stopper. Jason DeClona, he's a good DB. Andrew Harris, I'm excited for Andrew Harris. I think he's gonna make an impact immediately. And of course, everybody's excited for John Walker, man. Like, come on now.
Come on.
Like, John Walker's gonna be a beast. Like, in my opinion, I watched him play in high school, bro. I'm not even exaggerating. He's going to the league in 2 years.
Really?
He's going
you
to the
think
league
that?
in 2 years.
2 years?
He's that good. He's that good.
Okay.
He's that good.
I like that.
But, yeah, man. Like, I'm really excited, bro. I'm really excited for us in the Big 12. And another thing I'm excited for is just the atmospheres. The atmospheres are going to be insane. Like, it's just, I'm just so excited because, like, going from the AAC to the Big 12, it's just like, that schedule is such an upgrade. Like, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to, like, worry about, like, playing Temple or SMU or, like, freaking, I'm so glad we're not playing Navy anymore. Oh, my God.
The flashback just hit him.
Man.
I talked so much shit before that game, too.
Dude, no, man. Listen, bro. After the Tulane game in New Orleans, the first time we beat them, because I was at that game, I was telling so many lies. I was lying up and down. After we beat Tulane in New Orleans, I promise you, I thought we were going to win the AAC title. I thought we were locks to go to the Cotton Bowl. So I was just like, because like if you just like you had 2 ranked wins in the span of 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You had 1 ranked win, you beat Cincinnati, and then you beat a ranked Tulane team on the road. And it's just like, you gotta be like all in. I was like, after that game, I'm like, I'm sold. Like, this team is legit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, you know, we slipped up against Navy, and I remember that Navy too. That walk back to my dorm from the Navy game. Bro, it's just like, I wasn't like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, but I was just like, I did not say a word on my way back to my dorm. Like I didn't say a single word. Like the rest of my day was ruined. Like I didn't say a single word. I just like I got in my room and I just stared at the ceiling. I was just like, what just happened?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I brought my friend like to convince him like to come to UCF. And
Yeah.
he after the game he's like, I thought you said they were good.
Yeah, bro. I was telling my coworkers that work at Chick-fil-A, I'm like, bro, go to the. I was like, because it was sold out. Like the Navy game was sold out, and I was just like, bro, this is an easy dub. Like I was just, you know what I'm saying? Navy was like 3-7. I was just like, this is an easy dub. Dude. Come on now. But then,
so disappointing.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever left the game at halftime?
What happened?
Have you ever left the game at halftime?
A football game at halftime?
Yeah. Have you ever done that?
No.
Okay, he's a true fan.
Nah, never.
I like that.
Even like even those worst games, like even the bad games that we had. Like I remember in 2021, we played SMU on the road and we got smacked. Like they blew us out. I watched the entire game because I'm a masochist and like I watched the entire game. It's like I just like, you know what, man? They just kept fighting. I was just like, you know what, just keep fighting, bro. Because like it was a rebuild year, you know what I'm saying? It was a transition year. Dylan Gabriel just was like out for the season. But he was out for the season. But yeah, bro. I was just like, just keep fighting, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
now,
man.
I mean, for my last question that I got for you, you mentioned that you're like the spring game coming up and all that kind of stuff. Do you have any big plan? Like, is there anything that you can tell like our viewers and the people like wanting to hear from you? Is there anything big you got planned at all that you can kind of reveal or?
Man, I don't. How do I say this without saying too much? Let's just say keep your eyes peeled in memory.
Okay.
Keep your eyes peeled in memory mall. I'll just say that.
Right.
I can't say too much.
All right.
Perfect. All right, RBJ, that's gonna do it for us, man. So thankful to have you on, dude.
A lot of fun.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure meeting you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For sure. We're definitely gonna try and have you on in the future.
Of course, man. I would love to return, bro. It was nice talking to you guys.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
Wait.
So just good luck on your classes, everything like that.
Oh man, I appreciate it.
Get that attendance up.
Oh yeah.
But that's gonna do it for us, man. So
thanks, man. Hey, I really had a good time. Thank you, guys.
For sure. We'll catch you in the next one, man.
All right, man. Go Knights.